Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. I hope you all are doing well. Let's start with today's questions. The first one, what do I do if I hate my life? I am so over everything. My relationship sucks. I suck. I feel stuck. Looking for advice. I am really sorry you're feeling this way. Most people at some point or another have feelings of hopelessness due to life situations. I wish there was more context and I knew exactly what in your relationship is causing you to feel this way and why you are feeling negative about yourself. But based on what you have mentioned, the first thing I would do is leave the relationship. No relationship is worth getting you down like this. After that, focus on yourself. Do things that make you happy. If you feel stuck, do what you can to get out of the situation. If your negative feelings last weeks or months, I would try counseling. And remember, things can always get better, so don't ever lose hope. I'm 15 and I have a best friend that I am getting tired of overall. He takes things way too seriously and it is getting annoying. I want to make new friends but can't seem to. I even joined a Discord server specifically for that, and I'm going into high school next year. Any advice would be appreciated. At your age, friends come and go generally every school year. Having oversensitive friends can be challenging and very uncomfortable. I think you should just wait for high school and then try making new friends, those you have more in common with. It's okay that you're trying to seek friends with the same interests as you virtually, but it would be better if you did that face to face, in my opinion. And it would also be safer. Please be careful with those you communicate with online. It's a dangerous world out there. I really want to move from my home. I'm 18 years old and sharing a bedroom with my little brother who's 14. I want my own space. It's embarrassing. I just want something I can call mine, somewhere I can be alone. Before people start saying get a job or move out, it isn't that easy. I'm still in full-time education and I haven't got the time, money, or support to do that. And getting a job in the UK is basically impossible, and the government isn't exactly any help. I live in a 3-bedroom council house. People from the UK will know what I mean when I say the houses are tiny. I'm a family of 6 and the house is too small to the point I'd find any excuse to sleep at a friend's house or at my grandma's. I've told my mom and dad if we can move, and they said yes and applied to the council for a potential exchange. But the thing is, they aren't putting any effort into it. They have only sent 1 email in the space of 3 months. They haven't followed up on the request, called them, or even contacted them as a whole. Day by day, it gets worse. I hate being at home. It's like living in a literal box. Could you guys give me any advice on how to get my parents to take this more seriously? Until I leave for university, I want to live happy and comfortable. I want my siblings to live comfortably as well. I speak on behalf of my family. It's to the point where my house just looks scruffy. It's so small. Everything is practically on top of each other. I've lived here for 10 years. I've never invited any of my friends to my house as much as I want to because I'm just embarrassed. Any advice would be appreciated. I would try having a serious discussion with my parents and let them know exactly how you're feeling. I would basically mention everything you just mentioned in your question. Sometimes in life, we are forced to deal with situations that we are not happy with, and we just need to be patient. You're getting an education, which is the first step. Whether your family moves into a new house or not, at some point, you will have the opportunity to live on your own. You say you're a family of 6, so I'm assuming it's your parents, yourself, and 3 siblings. It's very common and normal for a couple who have multiple children to have 2 children sharing a room. I understand you're 18 now and you want your own space, but you should be grateful for the things you have and appreciate your parents. In due time, I hope things get better. Remember to talk to your parents about this, and hopefully they will follow up and have the process move faster. A good friend of mine is seeing a married man. She is really into him. She knows he's married, knows the wife and their children. She is even friends with the oldest daughter. I'm tired of her BS, and other friends and I have told her it's wrong, and she doesn't listen and doesn't care. She would rather lose our friendship than end it with that man. I want to tell the wife, but I don't know who she is. I know who the daughter is, but I don't want her to know it's me telling her. Any suggestions? First of all, good for you for having a heart for the wife. I know many people have advised you to stay out of it, but I wouldn't. And I'm pretty sure those people would want to know if their spouse was cheating on them. So I'm not sure why they would advise to stay quiet when it comes to someone else. And I hope that if I were a woman whose husband was cheating, that anyone who had knowledge of it would tell me. The wife has a right to know. With that being said, I would try to find out a contact number or address through the daughter and tell the wife. The wife can take that information and do what she wants with it, and then I would probably end the friendship. Last question. If someone likes you real bad, but you're just not into them no matter how hard you try, what can that possibly mean? He's a great guy and all, but I just can't love him the way he loves me. Why? Am I stupid? Or is there something protecting me from getting myself into a situation? There can be various reasons why you're not into him. Maybe it's lack of physical attraction. Maybe it's the lack of chemistry. There is something about him that doesn't fit your type. Maybe God is protecting you from a bad situation. No, you're not stupid, and I wouldn't spend much time focusing on why. You simply don't feel the same and should just move forward. That's it for today. Thank you all who have tuned in. Thank you for all your support. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. I would really appreciate it. And if you have any questions, please send me an email at dearsabby24@gmail.com. Today, I want to close with a quote from Malcolm X, who was an incredible man. If you are not familiar with him or his story, I suggest you watch the movie about his life, simply called Malcolm X. It was released back in 1992. And I quote, "I, for one, will join in with anyone. I don't care what color you are, as long as you want to change this miserable condition that exists on this earth." End quote. Thank you again. Until next time, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and God bless.